Okay, so you're a person that is very ambitious financially, but you are also lazy. So how do you accomplish reaching those financial goals that you have set for yourself that are very ambitious goals, getting rich, building wealth, and ultimately reaching financial freedom while also being lazy? Well, that's what we're going to be covering in today's video. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so the very first thing that we need to address with the fact of you having these ambitious financial goals but also being lazy is that you've already done the hard work. And you're asking yourself, well, what is the hard work that you're talking about that I've done? Well, you've identified the approach that you want to take when it comes to reaching these financial goals. Because obviously there's like the proven and tried method of, getting rich, building wealth, reaching financial freedom. And it's going to, require a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of work. And we know, because you are someone who is lazy, that you do not want to take that path. So this is why I say you've already done the hard part, which is picking the path that you want to go down in order to reach the financial goals that you have. So with that already being done and that already be taken care of, then now we need to begin to focus on how do we actually get the result that you're wanting, that financial result, the lazy way. So obviously we're not going to look at any ways of getting rich, building wealth, or reaching financial freedom that are any ways that are requiring any amounts of work really whatsoever. We want to basically look for easy, lazy ways to get rich. And the way that I'm going to suggest to you that I believe is one of the easiest, one of the most laziest ways to get rich and to build wealth and reach financial freedom is what I'm about to share with you right now. So what is this easy, lazy way to get rich that is going to allow you to reach all of those things that I just shared with you? Getting rich, building wealth, and ultimately reaching financial freedom. This easy method that you're going to use to hit all of those financial goals is going to be for you, that ambitious financial person who has ambitious financial goals but is lazy. You are going to become a stock market investor. Now, why would I say that this should be the approach that you should take? Well, the reason why I'm suggesting that you, as the lazy person who wants to reach these financial goals, takes the path of becoming a stock market investor, use that path of being a stock market investor to get rich, to build wealth, to reach financial freedom, is because it is one of the most easiest ways in terms of the work that you need to put out, the time that you need to put in and dedicate towards reaching those financial goals is so minimal that I think that that's what makes this the primary and best way that I know of that is going to require so little effort from you, but is going to allow you to reap such a substantial financial reward. So the work and the effort and the time that you put in is so little compared to the reward that you get, for that little time, effort that you're putting in. So you're going to do a little and you're going to get a lot. So this is why I'm saying, if you're lazy, this is going to be the perfect strategy for you to reap all of those financial rewards that you're looking to get. All right, so now that we identified the approach that we're going to take and use and start implementing so that way we could reach our financial goals, we now need to start saying, okay, what are the actual actionable steps that we need to implement so that way we could start making this a real thing, start actually making this happen in our real life, right? Make this financial goal that we're setting out for ourselves become a reality. So what does this look like? First and foremost, you need to have a stock market investing brokerage account, right? Like anyone who's investing into the stock market, you need to have a stock market investing account so that way you could buy the investments that you are going to be investing into. That's a stock market investing brokerage account. So just do a very simple Google search. I'm not going to tell you, hey, you should pick this one or you should pick that one, but go on Google, type in stock market investing brokerage accounts, check them out, see which one appeals to you, one that, sounds like a good company to you, maybe one you heard of, one you feel comfortable with. Honestly, that's not going to be the thing that matters the most. But find you one that you're comfortable with. There's plenty of them out there. You got like M1 Finance, you have Robinhood, you have Webull. I've heard, there's people out there. I hear the Moomoo app. I've never used it, but I've heard about it. That's out there. I've heard like all kind of, different stock market investing brokerage accounts. There's the really big name ones, Vanguard. You hear like all these different companies, Fidelity, Charles Schwab, all these different investing, stock market brokerage accounts. Just check out them, see which one you like, pick one for yourself, and go ahead and go with that, right? Now that you got a stock market investing brokerage account, you've signed up, you've created your account, all of that, now you just need to decide, all right, am I going to be someone who wants to pick individual stocks, or am I going to be someone who wants to just say, no, I'm truly lazy. All I want to do is pick a basket of stocks like an index fund or, some type of mutual fund, which is, again, just a group of stocks or companies all clustered together. And then you're going to be like, okay, that's the approach I'm going to take. So either one, you're going to be picking individual companies that you want to become an investor into, or you're going to say, no, I don't want to be having to try to figure out which companies are going to perform well and which ones are not. I'm just going to pick an index fund or a mutual fund that has a lot of good companies clustered together, and that index fund or that mutual fund performs very well. And I would define well as getting a minimum annual rate of return as 10% or more annually. So find you an index fund, a mutual fund, or individual stocks that are going to generate for you, the investor, a 10% annual rate of return or greater. Once you've done that, the next step is you're going to start trying to acquire, or not start trying to, you are going to make it your job to purchase as many shares of either those individual stocks, those index funds or mutual funds as you possibly can over a period of time. The reason why is it's going to take a substantial amount of shares, regardless of whether you have individual stocks or the funds that you choose. It's going to take a substantial amount of shares in order for you to generate this wealth and create the financial reward that you're looking to have, so that way you could reach these financial goals that you were trying to accomplish. Now, I know that sounds like a lot of work, because it sounds like, okay, well, that's going to take some time in order to make it happen, in order for you to purchase all of those shares of either those funds or the individual stocks. And yes, that might be true. It might take some time in order for you to acquire all of the shares that you're going to need. I mean, I can't tell you, yes, you need to buy exactly this many shares. This is what's going to make you rich. It's all going to depend on the fund or the individual stocks that you purchase, and then also the level of wealth that you're looking to, to reach. The greater wealth that you're going to, be trying to accomplish, well, the more shares you're going to need. So that also is something for you to figure out, but it doesn't necessarily require more work. It's just something where you're like, okay, how much money am I trying to end up with here? And you kind of figure out, okay, based on the amount of wealth that I'm trying to generate, I'm going to need this many shares. And when they go up so much in value, I'm going to have this amount of net worth, right? So decide, you want to be an individual stock investor, or you want to be an index fund or a mutual fund investor. Then you want to purchase as many of those shares as you possibly can. And then after you've done this, all you want to do is just hold those shares. You don't need to do anything else. You don't need to buy more. You don't need to sell them. You don't need to do anything. You could just continue to buy them for the foreseeable future, until you could buy them up all the way until the point that you do reach the net worth goal that you're looking to get to. Nothing is saying that you have to, stop purchasing them. So you could purchase the shares, get to a certain, share count, and say, okay, that's it, I'm good, I'm going to stop here and let the investment just do its own thing. Or you could literally, like I said, purchase the shares all the way up until the point you reach your financial goals. Neither approach is bad. I'm not going to say one approach is better than the other, but nevertheless, that's what you want to do. You want to acquire as many of the shares of the investments that you're getting into as you possibly can. And then either one, sit back and hold those shares until you reach your financial goals, or again, just continue to invest into those assets, continue to purchase those shares all the way up until you reach your financial goals. And the reason why I am suggesting this method is because really, aside from creating a stock market investing brokerage account, you going on and selecting the investments that you want to be investing into within the stock market, there's really no other work that's required of you as far as this investing aspect. It's just simply purchase the shares, purchase the investments, and just hold them and let the stock market do its thing. Let those companies or those funds that you've purchased, let those investments perform and do their thing over time. And then as a direct result of you being an owner of those assets, they will go up in value over time because you've already done your research and you've already seen that they have a proven track history of going up in value annually at a rate that's greater than 10% per year. And then ultimately, over time, you are just going to reap all of the financial rewards of being an investor. And you didn't have to do any work. You didn't do any hiring. You didn't do any firing. You didn't do no research or development. You didn't create no products. You didn't sell anything. You just sat there truly doing no work and effortlessly created wealth. And this is why I'm saying, if you are ambitious financially, but you know you are lazy, then this is going to be the best way for you to reach those financial goals, knowing that you're not wanting to do any work, that you just want to sit back and have the wealth come to you. I don't know of a better way to do it requiring such a minimal amount of work. So hey, if this video helped you out in any way whatsoever, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button on this video. If you enjoy personal finance content, about saving, investing, the stock market, any of those type of subjects, what you want to do is you want to look right here on the bottom right side of the screen. You want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, so that way you'll get notified each and every time I upload a video, just like this one you're watching right now. Okay, so what's going to happen next is another video from my channel is going to pop up here on the screen. What I want you to do is tap that video, and I will see you in that next video.